Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome to episode 5 of Footsies 101, Jumping. When you ask people for advice on how to improve your neutral game in Street Fighter, one of the most common tips you'll get is, don't jump. This is generally good advice, as Street Fighter puts more emphasis on grounded spacing rather than jumps. However, there is definitely a time and place for jumping in Street Fighter. You just have to know when. In this video, we'll look at when you should jump and what you can do to stop opponents from jumping at you. When should we jump? Number 1. As a prediction to beat a fireball. In Street Fighter 6, jumping after you see a fireball thrown gives your opponent enough time to recover from the fireball and then anti-air you. You need to jump as a prediction once you have a read on your opponent's fireball timing. Check out my video about jumping against fireballs here for more. Number 2. To bait a throw. Neutral jumping against a downed opponent will give you enough time to punish a throw. This is a great way to beat opponents who use delayed throws as a defensive option select against strike-throw mix-ups. Neutral jumps in the corner can also cause forward-moving reversals to whiff. Number 3. To bait and punish slow, long-range attacks. Let's look at one example, Zangief. Staying just outside of your opponent's longest heavy attack and then jumping can be a great way to punish these attacks. Generally speaking, jumping at Zangief is a bad idea because he can punish you with Lariat. One of his best space control moves is standing hard punch. Try to stand just outside of his stand hard punch range. When you think Zangief will go for this attack, try to jump forward. If you spaced it properly, the attack will miss and you'll be able to land a punish with your best jumping normal. Number 4. Safe jump setups. This doesn't require too much explanation. The only risk to a safe jump setup is if the opponent manages to perfect parry it. Check out my video about safe jumps here for a more in-depth explanation. And number 5. To avoid chip and burnout. Usually, you'll want to try to parry against fireballs and other things in Street Fighter 6, but you can't do this while in burnout. Neutral jumping fireballs can be an okay way to avoid chip damage. Just be careful to check your spacing because you could eat an anti-air for this. How to stop jumping opponents. Number 1. First and foremost, you need to know your character's effective anti-air range. Knowing your anti-air range can help you focus on the neutral game. You don't need to spend any mental resources looking for an anti-air attempt outside of your anti-air range. You can't anti-air the opponent even if they jump, so it doesn't matter. Thinking like this can let you focus on the ground game, such as parrying fireballs and moving forward. Then, once an opponent gets into your anti-air range, start to keep an eye open for jumps. Number 2. Sometimes a crouching hard punch or other anti-air normal can give better return than an anti-air special move, like a DP. Always be sure to know what all of your character's options are. Not only can it give you a better return, but sometimes just pushing a crouching hard punch can be much easier than reacting with a dragon punch motion. Number 3. Be sure to stop cross-up jumps. This is one of the hardest anti-airs to learn. Generally, you'll want to use something called a crosscut DP against cross-up attacks. You can practice your crosscut DP in training mode. Set the dummy to do a light string into a cross-up jump, and then practice anti-airing this until you get it perfect 10 times in a row. Then add drive rush pressure, drive impact pressure, and some shimmy movement. When the dummy finally goes for the cross-up jump, try to react with a crosscut DP. Number 4. If you find yourself against an opponent who jumps backwards a lot, don't get frustrated and try to catch them jumping all the time. Just let this type of opponent corner themselves and then punish them when they try to get out of the corner. That's all for today's video. Hopefully, you'll understand more about jumps in Street Fighter 6. Let me know in the comments if you found this video helpful. And of course, please like and subscribe as it really helps my channel. Until next time, take care.